I'm back. Sorry about the fake up. Let's run an intro and come back and talk watches. How are you guys going today? What's happening? Sorry about that, guys. You know, I try my best to arrange appointments. I had this appointment. This was a security guy. He was supposed to be here at 9 a.m. But what happened was, guess what? He actually had some car trouble. So he turned up just as I started my show. Today's question: is the watch market going to crash? That's the question. Let's start a poll. Let's get the poll happening, because I got to tell you, it's a really cool question to ask. Is the watch market going to crash? Because a lot of people, you know what? They love their watches. Everybody loves their watches. But is the market crashing? We got interest rates are rising. Interest rates is rising. Crypto crap is a disaster. We've got a super chat from SR Bell. I am very apologetic. SR Bell, I will give you one for free. Please, come on. I'll give you one for free. Ryan Zachary, jump on the stream, Ryan. I love my Ryan. You know who Ryan is, don't you? JL just sent me $10. $10 super chat. Archie, you could have got Dino to fill in. I could have. Yes. He was amazing. I love the guy. Really, really cool guy there. Yeah, I could have got him. He was amazing. I love him. I love him to death. We do. We love him to death. Unfortunately, it's one of these things, you know. You could only ever try your bestest. Sometimes your best is not enough. You know this. Sometimes the best isn't enough. You got to do more. You want to give more. That's right, guys. So I got to be honest with you. You can only try it as much as you can. Sometimes, here we go. Let's have a look at my friend. Is this the same
Come on, mate.
guy?
I'm not like the shroom. The shroom. I'm not like the shroom. Answer me call, man. Come on. I'm a big fan, man. Come on. Answer the call, Arch. Love the pontiff. Love the pontiff.
Hey, gotta love his enthusiasm. He may be insane. The guy is maybe insane, but you gotta love his enthusiasm. Let's have a look what's happening in the watch market. Watch market talk. What's happening here? Holy shit! 6% think is the watch market going to crash? Shit. Well, you know what? I got to restock inventory. Restock my inventory. So, yeah, restock, baby. You tell me. You tell me. Restock the inventory. That's right. So that makes it cheaper. Cheaper, deeper. So, interesting. We'll just see how that poll develops there. The Clooney, the Bear Clooney. I've actually paid the Bear Clooney. Here we go. JL, $10. And we got the Rancher. Hello, Rancher. How are you?
Good. Hey, I was just on the phone with Mark Goldberg. He has an interesting horological question.
Mom! Bring Mom on!
He's in the mall.
Bring Mom on.
He's in the mall. So, no, he's not going to come on. Okay. But the thing is, he's at a AD over there, was making friends. He wore the Sprite over there. And of course, they took notice. But he's really, really looking. His eye has been captured by
Just 1 minute there, sir. JL, $10. Archie, maybe he is interested in a paid gig for 10 to 1 daily. I would actually pay him. Dino is really, really cool. I love the Dino, don't you?
Yeah, but
yes,
he is looking at a large Cartier Santos blue dial for $7,400.
I don't like that one that has got the blue on the, that chapter ring, the bezel. The bezel.
No, the entire dial is blue.
Okay, so everything else is steel. Is that correct?
Yes.
Just 1 minute. Hey, honey, could you get me an orange juice, darling? Yeah, coffee too. Yeah, I'd love one. Sorry about that. Just getting some snacks ready for you guys. Clivers, you know what?
What?
He's going to buy the Sanos? That's a great watch. I love it.
He's eyeing it over. He's like, he's there, and his heart is yeah.
The problem is they don't discount. They don't discount. I don't want to pay retail. Do you want to pay retail?
Well, see, I don't know. On a Cartier Santos, it's like, I think it's a great watch. I don't know if it's earned. I don't think it's earned its place at the no discount table.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. You're right. It hasn't earned its place, has it?
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's not a great watch. It's not saying I'm not saying in Tanzil's basically. Of course, we're talking on the WhatsApp. Tanzil's saying, white. If you could get a nice white dial for a discount.
I like the blue. The blue's the way to go.
Oh God, I hate to say this, but I agree with you. I think the blue is great.
Do you think the mid-size is better than the extra large? I'm thinking maybe the extra large is too big.
Maybe, and that's what he's also wondering about. But, then again, he's kind of used to Rolex sizing. He's also kind of wondering if that's a good way for him to. The dealer, though, they just had Patek discontinued. They had lost their license, their AD distributorship for Patek Philippe. The brand that you used to have.
Shit, that's a bummer. How did they lose that?
He didn't say specifically.
Okay.
Sebetnelli. Watch market crash, floating dead in a backyard pool. It's like it's like Sunset Boulevard.
Yes.
Pavel says she should buy it to sell it at a loss in a year or two. No, actually, he's got a Cartier blue diver, I think, and he's quite fetched. He's quite taken with it.
I got to tell you, I was with AC Morgan. He bought a Cartier. Remember AC? Oh, super chat. Yeah. Here we go. We got Tan Zeal, $7. AC3 and Clive, name a well-rounded three-piece compact collection combo meal deal. I tell you, a three-piece collection.
Okay, let me name yours. Okay, number 1, Patek Philippe Calatrava. Number 2, Patek Philippe Calatrava. Number 3, Patek Philippe Calatrava.
Thank you, Clive. You know what I think a rounded three-piece collection would be? I actually did a review yesterday. Can I say this to you, Clive?
Go ahead. No one's watching.
I think Lange may be better quality than Patek.
Huh.
Lange 1 moon phase.
Yeah.
Rolex sub, two-tone. Explorer
3.
Explorer 2.
And
if you wanted a 4th, add in a Speedy.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say Speedy.
Speedy can be a 57. You can have a Hauselite. You can have a sandwich, sapphire sandwich. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, let's see. That'd be a tough one, really. There's also another. Oh yeah, okay. Well, and again, I'm just going to go the three keepers. If I had to relent, and I'm still trying to work this way towards it, is get down to 3 watches on my collection, and it would be number 1, the Urban Jurgensen. What is it? 1742 platinum. It would be the the Lyrique Etude number 1 as a daily office watch.
Want in your collection.
And then finally the Breitling 806 1959 re-edition as a sports watch. There you go. Everything covered.
I got to tell you, that 806, if I didn't have the burglary, I was actually going to get one of those.
Bruce Williams got one. Bruce Williams got one.
That says a lot. Bruce Williams, you got to respect him. If he gets one, you got to respect it. You know what I mean? It's not like Archie gets one. It's Bruce Williams is, I quite like the guy.
Well, the thing is, though, he basically who put the idea in his head, right?
Oh, you did. Sorry, I got to grab this super chat. JDI DX $5. If the watch market crashes, will Rolex popularity fade with it? Flipper interest will wane, but I am asking more about a Panerai like hazing. A Panerai like passing fad. Shit, he's onto something, isn't he? What do you think?
Yeah.
Could
Personally,
you imagine that?
I can't see it. No, if the watch market completely crashes, Rolex will probably be the one brand that survives. If it had to go down to one luxury brand, just simply because the name recognition is so high.
Rolex. The thing about Rolex is they haven't done a douchebag move like Richemont. You know, Richemont.
They do nothing but douchebag. And Swatch also pulls dick moves all the time. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Rolex does pull dick moves, but nothing bad enough to overcome their goodwill, their public goodwill. So they'd have to pull something really spectacularly stupid. Now then, and there is another super chat by 10. Sorry.
There no need to be a sorry about that. We depend on super chats. This bus isn't powered by love. This bus isn't powered by love, sunshine. Tanzil, $7. AC3, please tell the story how you met Clive and the first piece of advice you gave him. I told him not to buy. Look, the day-date you bought wasn't that bad, okay?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like he was buying a Parmigiani or a Moser at retail.
Right. But now here's the fucked part about the market. People are buying them now at retail.
Yes. Parmigiani's at retail?
Yeah. Of course, Parmigiani is also really cut back. They cut back the selection. I forgot who they're now known. They don't even have Parmigiani at the dial now. It's PF.
They have what on the dial?
PF on the dial.
Fuck me dead.
Yeah.
And so the story of how I met Clive. Clive rang me for advice on a date with a Mexican bracelet, wasn't it? Remember the Mexican story?
That's on, with a barked Mexican date.
It was aftermarket bark, wasn't it? But
yes, it was originally, and it's just an interesting story because back in the day, Rolex didn't ship. Rolex was concerned with import taxes, so they realized that if they shipped heads and bracelets separately, they paid lower amounts. So one jeweler in Texas made a habit of going down and getting bracelets out of Mexico and shipping them up north, probably shoveling them under like packed crates of chickens in the back of his pickup truck, and would sell them over there.
Interesting idea, isn't it?
Well, they really don't have to worry about that now. Now there's also
we were talking about a 3-piece feed before. Remember 3-piece feeds?
Yes. Now there's also Shraka Selson, a $5 Aussie super chat.
I was just going to say, how's this for 3-piece? Here's this for a 3-piece, Clivey.
Yeah.
I
think you could do
Sirocco sales, $5. Rolex goodwill. Where's the goodwill when you can't buy one at retail?
Well, and that could be one of the dangers. I mean, I think eventually it could be enough people will be put off. People will quit buying in. People will move on to other brands.
Yeah, I think you're right, Clive.
Now that's why Austin Daniels is talking about you hear what he put out the video about the new Rolex is opening a 5th facility, or is going to start working on a 5th.
This COVID cough, this COVID. When does this COVID go away, Clive?
When your lungs evaporate.
Let me see. Thank you.
My breathing is My breathing is still not to where it was.
Okay.
Now, COVID, I mean, people like say, oh, you quit vaping. I said, no, I'm giving the credit. COVID stopped my vaping. Now, Tanzil, sorry.
You got to hand it to Tan. He's the man with the best.
He's the man with the vest. I think. God, who was it that said that? Sent him into a God.
Here we go. Tanzil, $7. AC3. Tell us why you would or would not get a Rolex 1630. The rare chicken feed watch. The rare bird. 1630. 1630 is the steel, or that's the two-tone? What's that?
The two-tone.
That's the two-tone. Look, I'm not really a vintage person, so these were the oyster quartz cases with an automatic movement. They were the rare birds. And you still got those, Clive? What's happened to your rare birds?
I still have them. I still have I have this 1530, I have the 1630, I have the 1625, and then the semi.
Do you think it's worth getting in touch with another sales method?
See, I don't know.
I tell you who could move that for you is Patrick Philippe. He could sell that for you. Why don't you give one to him and say, can you sell this for me?
I don't know if Patrick Philippe would be interested in vintage. Now,
Simon, say, can you sell it for me? You trust Patrick, don't you?
Oh yeah, I've met the guy.
He's a very, very nice guy. Patrick Philippe is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Yeah. God, his wife is gorgeous. Stating a fact.
Yes. She is beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. And quite intelligent as well. So there's a super chat by ABC.
ABC. Hey, speaking of super chats, hello, Bear.
Hey, intervention is needed. I hear a lot of misinformation here. I had to jump on, stop doing what I'm doing, but let's first hit the super chats.
Super chats, here we go. Tanzil, $7. AC3. Why? Tell us why you would or would not get a 1630, the red. Look, for me, I'm a minimalist. I don't have money to waste. I want to get a two-tone bluesy. So at the moment, because I'm frantic, I'm trying to rebuild my collection. So that's the reason, because it's not my genre. I don't hate the watch. I actually think the history part is pretty fucking amazing. So I'm not against one. It's just that at this point in time, obviously because of the burglary, I'm trying to build my bases. Sirocco sales, $5. Rolex goodwill. Where's the goodwill when you can't buy one at retail? 100% right, Bear. Where is the goodwill when you can't get one at retail? There is no goodwill.
ABC is the one super chat you actually were supposed to.
ABC, £2. Any Seamaster, any Speedy, and Globemaster. # affordable. Seamaster, I like the Sword Hands GMT. Speedy and a Globemaster. I got to tell you, Omega. By the way, Bear, you weren't on the show yesterday, but I got the wooden box with my Speedmaster.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, sometimes that's what they give you is a wooden box instead of the Speedmaster box.
Well, I also got one with my Aquaterra. So I almost, So, but it pits Rolex to shame.
Yes.
I have to comment on that comment that enough people will move away from Rolex to other brands. And what would that be? Parmigiani? Like, where are you guys moving? Just curious.
Bear,
Where are you
where's
guys
this?
moving?
Where are these
Well,
fools? Where are these fools?
I think Omega would be the strongest recipient, like it has been.
Omega is cool, but not cool enough. Not cool enough.
What about Cartier, Bear? What do you think of Cartier?
Cartier is cool, but it's not a Rolex.
It's not cool
But
enough. It's
if
not
you
cool.
have to have an established buying history to get into the brand, the new people are basically all shut out.
Super
Tell
chat
us,
from
Bear.
Tanzil and Sari.
Tanzil, $7, Bear, on the journey to find the perfect watch. Which ones have come to the closest?
I'm gonna be
Oh,
very
very good
honest,
question.
Actually, to be very honest with you, Tanzil, it is the one you just purchased. The modern steel Pepsi. I'm not saying that I said it many times. I mean, you can debate whether you prefer oyster bracelet or jubilee bracelet. Really doesn't make a difference. Watch is a watch.
Yeah.
It will be more to what's your taste regarding the bracelet. They're both built fantastic quality to the highest possible level. It is most iconic. It is beautiful. It is unique in its own way. And GMT is the king of Rolex, and Rolex is king
You
of
know what
watch.
I think the most perfect watch is, Bear? Can I tell you what my opinion says?
Go ahead.
I reckon the two-tone bluesy, Bear. I reckon that's sort of the perfect one watch. That's as perfect as it gets, Bear.
Not
The
my
one-
cup of tea, but I can see why people like it. And I'm warming up to two-tone watches regardless. So yeah, okay, no problem.
Yep. Beautiful, Bear. As long as you're warming up to two-tone, because let's face it, Bear, two-tone, you've got to start enjoying that in your 50s and 60s, Bear.
Yeah, to be honest with you, you always made a very good point on the two-tone watches. They do have the element of luxury, which is obviously the
People
precious
say
metal.
you get two-tone if you can't afford solid gold, but I say it's got the
No,
strength of steel
no.
and the beauty of a bit of gold. You know what I mean?
I had precious metal, and I have precious metal Rolex, and I can afford them. And
Yes.
they are as expensive.
Especially after I paid you today, Bear.
Yes, thank you, boss. I appreciate the payment. Be honest with you, it's a wrong thinking. It's like saying Tudor is a poor man's Rolex. There are these stereotypes among the watch geeks. It's a wrong thinking, and I think two-tone Rolex is beautiful. Actually, it's just a matter of your taste. Which two-tone do you prefer? Do you prefer root beer, two-tone Daytona?
Yes.
Two-tone Yachtmaster, two-tone Sky Dweller. I love how it frames the watch, yet makes it still quite usable because the steel is still around. Its watch is not too soft. It's not too prone to scratching. So it's a good choice. It's a good choice. When I say bluesy is not necessarily my cup of tea, it's not because of two-tone. It's that I'm not so sure that I like that blue. The blue is what.
Oh, you could
I'm
go
not
for a
sure.
black Bumblebee?
But that's the one I have, and I actually like that. Even though it is less in demand, it's less
Yeah,
valuable.
but who cares? Who cares what's in the... You got to buy what you like, Bear.
I like the
You're
look
not
of
buying...
black and gold.
It's like me. I don't buy things for the burglars. I buy for things for what I like.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? That's probably the right way to do it anyway.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no to bluesy. Don't misunderstand me. If tomorrow I get a call and he offers me a bluesy at retail, I would take it. I'm not gonna lie, I would take it.
Oh, a bluesy. No, you can't take it at retail. You
Why
said
not?
no.
Why not?
There's not much money in it, Bear.
Oh, who cares? It's not always about making profit. It's about you're not going to lose a lot anyway if you decide to sell.
JBIDX, $5. If Rolex popularity wanes, the beneficiaries are Cartier, IWC, and Breitling.
I disagree, JBI. I think that Rolex popularity drives the other watches' popularity. I don't think they want Rolex popularity to
I see.
wane. Go ahead.
Bear.
I actually see it
Sorry.
driving.
What is with you guys? You're coughing. What's going on with you two?
COVID, Bear. COVID.
Oh,
COVID.
okay.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, though, really, I see Rolex popularity going the opposite way. I see it driving people towards the more upscale brands. I see people when they're looking at, it's like, well, here's a steel watch that sells for 10,000, but you can buy it for 25. It's like, that sounds a little steep. Maybe I could look at, a Patek Philippe. Maybe I look at a Calatrava. Maybe I could look at an Overseas or something along those lines.
Rolex waning in the popularity is not going to drive Calatravas. Rolex doesn't compete with Calatravas. Calatravas are dress watches that Rolex fan couldn't care less about.
Well, okay. Well, that's Rolex popularity wanes. I really don't see it waning a great deal. If Rolex popularity wanes, then people will be able to buy them. It might go back to like 2016, where
Rolex is still going to be most popular.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's always going to be the leader of. It's going to be engine, and the rest is just going to be followers. That's the bottom line. That's the key. So Omega, praise to God, the popularity of Rolex never wanes, because Omega, I see it with my own eyes in my AD, people coming asking for Rolex, and then when they decide that they realize they cannot get it, they start looking around, and guess who benefits? Other brands available in the AD. Sorry, super chats, boss.
Yeah, you're falling behind.
Super chat.
Hey!
Sorry. Yes,
Chop, get with the program.
I'm just interested in hearing your comments. That's what I find so interesting with you guys, is that, here we go. Held your strand. $5.
No. Tanzil before. Tanzil $7 Canadian. Official currency.
7. Here we go. Craig Scheidt brings up epic move by Clyde when he lowballed Don Haynes for the GMT black, and then immediately flipped it for a fake Kermit. Hashtag Kermit Gate.
Oh, wow.
Those were the days.
I remember that.
And held your strand, $5. I'm keeping my sub, my Polar Explorer, and my Datejust, but I'm getting ready to restore a 1972 Carmen Ghia. That, you know what they are, don't you? That's a Volkswagen. Very special car. And there goes my watch funds for a while.
This guy, by the way, Helgestrand, has such a cool. I mean, you should see his living space. His taste is remarkable. This guy has a taste from some type of very cool magazine. I don't even know how to describe it. I follow him on Instagram, and it's just a beautiful photography of the watches and beautiful objects. It's a fantastic taste. You would appreciate it. Both of you would appreciate it.
I already appreciate the Carmen Ghia. I look at those. I try to look around for those like every 6 months or so.
I don't even know how they look.
I'll bring up a Carmen Ghia, Bear, okay?
I can't believe I'm asking to bring the car up, but I don't know what it looks like.
Don't be so nasty, Bear. They're a beautiful. They were a coupe. They're a coupe from the 70s.
Hey, if this guy likes them, then I know they're cool. There is no question. This guy's got amazing taste, honestly.
Oh, who did I drop? Where's Rand? What happened to Rancher?
Stupid, overly sensitive touchpad.
Sorry. Here we go. This is a Carmen Ghia, Bear. And you remember Volkswagen in the 70s, they had the Beetle, but they also had...
Where? I don't see anything. You didn't bring it up, Archie. I don't see anything.
They also have the Super Beetle.
I don't see the car. Oh, okay. It's coming up. Ooh.
Yep. Now you're getting it.
Oh, that's pretty, man. That's a pretty car.
No, I think Pinferia, I think, is the one who designed it. I think. I
Oh
think.
my God, that's
No,
beautiful.
no. Carmen Gear. Carmen Gear. The name of the design. Carmen Gear. Carmen.
What is
You
this?
have.
What brand is this?
Ford
Looks
bought the
like-
Gear Studios. Ford bought
This
the
is
Gear
beautiful.
Studios. You
Yep.
remember? You know who Gear
And-
was? That's Jewel Gear. Remember, Frank Sinatra had a Jewel Gear. Jewel Gear. Remember that?
How do I remember
Clyde.
that? I don't fucking remember that.
A Jewel Gear. You remember a Jewel Gear? I'm going to bring it up. A Jewel Gear.
I can
Remember
see.
these? Frank Sinatra had one of these.
I can
Hey,
see
oh,
how
Bear,
just
I wanted to-
loving that car.
I
Oh,
wanted-
I like the previous better. I don't like this.
Yeah.
I like the previous one much better. It's such a sexy
This was
line.
Frank Sinatra's 6.4 liter. Look at that. That's a car.
Okay,
Frank
that's
Sinatra's
cool.
1961 Jewel Gear.
Okay, that's cool. The previous one was pretty. That's cool, and the previous one was actually beautiful.
Well, this is Frank Sinatra cool. It's not cool. This is cool.
Ultimate
Cool.
Okay.
Hey,
Frank Sinatra. You know Frankie? You like Frankie or not?
do I love Frank Sinatra? I love Frank Sinatra.
my way.
There we go. There we go.
Okay, I'm going to go Marco and go quickly, discreetly look on Wikipedia real quick. Also known as Type 14, the Carmen Ghia combined the chassis and mechanicals of the Type 1 Beetle with styling by Italy's Garanzella Ghia and handwork bodywork by German coach building house Carmen Ghia. So definitely like an Italian flair to it.
Yes, I can see that.
Yep.
I can see that. Super chat from awesome, amazing, wonderful CB, $10.
CB, I love the CB. He is a super legend. $10. Archie, if the market would fall another 50%, would you care? I think it would be a blessing for you and some of us, right? We can buy what we like in a more affordable way. Good point. Bear, do you reckon prices will fall? What's your take?
I don't think anyone knows that. It depends on so many factors. I don't know. But I do believe that prices at this point are quite tempting to buy some pieces. Now, are they going to go further down? Possible.
Okay.
But it's like asking, is Bitcoin going to go further down? Or are the stocks or NASDAQ is going to go further down? Nobody really knows. But in the long run, we know that everything will go up.
I got to be honest with you, Bear. I'm actually
One
really
good thing about your robbery.
There is one exception
good
to
thing
that.
about your robbery, okay? And I don't say this as a joke or provoking you. It could not happen at a better time market-wise. Because in all honesty, your watches are significantly cheaper now. I don't know if that makes you feel better or not. But
Makes me feel better.
Trading Loss is on the market with us now too.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good
evening.
morning. How are you going, Trading Loss?
So busy. What happened earlier? I missed. I had to watch later, and then you have a.
Oh
second
no!
take?
What happened was, I got a security guy who's doing alarms and camera system for us. He was supposed to come at 9. That's when I normally had appointment, but he was running late. So he turned up just as I was about to start the show, and I thought the best thing to do is to just can it and start again. You
But there
agree
was
with
like a
that, Bear, don't you, Bear?
I thought there was a
Yeah.
streaming fiasco that you had to tear it down.
no, I think I need
no.
to deal with something. Yeah.
No, there's
Yeah,
another.
I had the
super
guys
chat
giving me a quote. That's all. So it is what it is, Bear. You know what I mean?
Right. You have again super chat from Tanzil.
Tanzil, the bestest. Tanzil is a super great guy. Tanzil, $7. AC3, tell us a story about one of your 5513s or 5512s that you owned in the past. Interestingly enough, a lot of 5512s, I had about 3 or 4 of them. You know, they used to often have 5513 backs. The backs could be interchangeable. 5512 was the chronometer version of the 5513. They were considered really quite valuable. But I got to be honest with you, I never really made a lot of money. I did okay out of them. 5513s, I got to tell you, probably one of the most beautiful plastic Rolex watches of all time. I think the 5513, because that watch went up until the late 80s, absolutely beautiful. Gun Glutton, $10. In my opinion, solid gold or two-tone Rolex are the best Rolex. Gold on a Rolex makes me smile. My only watch at the moment is a two-tone, date just 41, fluted Jubilee with champagne dial, and I absolutely love it. Next, I want a black two-tone sub.
Beautiful.
Gun Glutton, you got to buy what makes you happy, man. Life is for
Modern
you.
version of the American Psycho watch.
AD
fire
never
sailing
calling.
Rolex.
He says one of the most unreliable cars ever. What was unreliable, Patrick? Which car is he talking about? The Carmen Gear?
Yeah,
No,
who
no.
cares? It's beautiful.
No,
I don't think
no,
that
it
car
looks
is purchased to be reliable. I think it's purchased for pure aesthetics.
No, the Carmen Gale, it had a Volkswagen chassis and engine, so it was for the time.
They
For
were
its time.
air cooled, Clive. They were air cooled, weren't they?
Yes, I used to.
So
my
like
first
a
car-
Beetle. So like a Beetle.
Yeah, my first car was a 74 Super Beetle.
I love Beetles. They're cool.
What's a Super Beetle? What was the difference between it? It had the bigger engine, or was it a bigger
Bigger
car?
engine, yeah. Okay.
They also had the
Had a
Volkswagen
turbo.
3. Volkswagen 3? Was there such a thing? You know, the 3? What was that fucking thing? It was called Type 3, Volkswagen Type 3. Remember that?
Are you talking about the thing?
What thing?
The thing, the Volkswagen thing. It looked like it was open air. The Germans drove them in the desert in World War II.
No. I'm talking. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Actually, you can show us the super chats and read them.
Here we go, guys. I'll show you. This is the
super chat from a little dog.
Super chat from a little dog. Wow. Look at this. AD never calling. Gun Glutton. We've done Gun Glutton. We've got Kleiner Hound, $5. Kleiner Hund, $5. Shout out to you. Archie and Bear, have a coffee on me, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
This was the Type 3, Clyde.
Okay.
Clyde?
Yes.
They weren't that great. What did you think of them?
It almost looks like a Soviet. It almost looks like a Trabant or something like that.
Yeah. They were, I think they were rear-engined as well.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty car as well, to be very honest.
Yeah.
There's something very charming about it.
I don't know, Clyde.
It's cute. Okay, this one is cute. The other one was beautiful.
Is that cute? We think that's cute?
No, that's not cute. That's nerdy. But there was a cute one, like the one red one. That's cute. That's cute.
Studebaker, thank you, Floodland. No, actually, Bear, I have a question for Mark. He's actually, right now as we speak at the mall, he's looking at a Cartier Santos ultralight blue dial, like $7,400.
How much?
74.
Okay.
Just wondering what your opinion was on it.
That's my least.
Is that retail? That's retail, isn't it?
That's that's close. That's my least favorite Santos with the blue dial, and it's because that blue dial failed. If he takes a look at that blue dial, I'm sure he won't approve. It's not blue the way it should be. So I passed on that, and I would pass on that again. Not my cup of tea. Even though I love I had them all, I still have few, but that one is my least. Also, the new ones that have that DLC whatever fucking thing around the bezel.
I don't like that at all. You know that?
No. So do I like Santos? Fuck, I love Santos. That's my favorite Cartier. But I would pass on that one. Go with a white traditional classic dial.
That's what Tanzil was saying.
Yeah, classic white dial, man. You can't do wrong, and you're gonna be very happy. It's so cool. It's so cool.
The interesting thing is, Clive, I would say a Reverso is better than a Santos. What do you think?
But they're different watches. You should be comparing Reverso to Tank.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. And yeah, probably better than Tank. I give you that.
Or again, I like the Parmesan. I like the Parmigiani Colpo, but with the Hebdomadaire. 7 days.
Actually, that's a nice one. I give you that.
Would you ever buy that shit at retail, Clive?
Of course not.
Hell no. Are you kidding?
Thank you.
Thoughts on this one, since we were talking about Reverso. Would you spruik this, Arch?
I like that. That's the tribute. The tribute.
Yeah,
that's
a nice
face.
one.
Yep.
It's expensive, but it's not that cheap.
That's a beautiful Reverso, man.
Remember, I had the dual face. Remember that one?
Yep.
Yes, you did. You did. You had some nice watches, Clive.
I still have nice watches. I just have.
It's better to have loved and lost to have never loved at all. Don't you agree?
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Because at least you have the experience. You can't have if you've had them, people can't take away the experience. I mean, like Tanzil, of course. At one point, he's had like all the greats. He's had overseas. He's had the.
We got Mike the Snake on. Hello, Mike the Snake.
Hey.
Hi, Mikey.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
Hey. I got to tell you,
I love
Clive.
that Reverso, Archie.
Oh, you know what? I like the gold one. This one, right? The gold one.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
That's beautiful.
I reckon
the black
gold
beautiful.
Would be fucking stunning,
Beautiful, man.
Now, Mike, what do you think about the Carmen Ghia?
Oh, the Carmen Ghia is a wonderful car.
How about this?
They weren't that fast, but Mike, were they?
No.
No. They ran the same Type 1 engine as the Bug. They were just a swoopty looking little bug, basically. But they're wonderful little cars.
Mike, what was a Type 3 Volkswagen? What's a Type 3?
Type 3 doesn't have the upright shroud, and the alternator is not part of the fan system that's inside the shroud, and that's a Type 1, and that's what's on the old original VWs up to like 60, 72, 73, and even I think all Bugs had Type 1s, but Type 2s and Type 3s you found on the buses and the 914. Okay, and those were flat engines. They were flat. They had a flatter fan arrangement, and they were flat.
1 minute there. CB, $20. Are you looking at adding security? Pull up the window I sent you from one of my homes. Heat-treated frame with 2.5-inch glass. And still, it is just to delay intruders. Best defense in watches is best defense is watches at the bank.
100%.
Yeah.
I'll actually bring up this frame. This is pretty amazing shit. It's just get it 1 minute.
CB is a smart man.
Yeah, he is clever. I must confess, I've done many dumb things in my time. Not the smartest tool in the shed, Clive.
Well, just yesterday we were talking about switching things up because I keep wearing my same old watches. So today I switched it up, and I'm wearing my my James Cameron today just for the show. Just
nice.
Just for variety's sake, for the entertainment of our community.
Beautiful.
I love this watch.
It's not the new titanium.
No.
No, it's not the brand new one. It's the Type 2.
I'm saying, have you guys talked about it in the?
We really haven't discussed it much. No. No.
Thoughts?
I don't think anybody
I think it's
knows
gonna
too
be
much
soft.
about it.
I think it's gonna be a soft one.
You know what? I have a feeling you're right. They nailed it so perfectly with the number 2, the one that I'm wearing.
Mhm.
You know, after they went through 3 different renditions,
Too many
they
iterations.
got the bracelet right. They got the size right. They got
Which
everything
one?
right.
What watch you guys are talking
The
about?
James Cameron.
James Cameron, yes.
And the final version.
I always thought the black version is going to be the popular one in years to come. Bear,
Well,
what do you
it
think of that?
is. It is going to be more collectible for sure. But I mean, in terms of wearability and just a watch
still
being a
like-
watch,
I still like James Cameron for the beautiful dial. That's unique, and no other Rolex has anything similar to that. So, to be very honest with you, that's beautiful.
I did have a Type 1 and a Type 2 James Cameron, one with the thinner bracelet, and the one that I ended up buying. And I had them both on my wrist, and I felt a difference. The one with the skinnier bracelet seemed to bobble a little bit more on my wrist. It didn't seem to sit as flat and hold itself as well. And so I think the Type 2 they nailed it. And it may not be the most highest collector's version, because of course the 33 millimeter redliner is going to be the high collector one, or the 40 millimeter one that they only made for like 2 years or something. Those are going to be the more collectible ones.
Good question, but how is that left hand GMT doing in the States and Aus? Did that collapse like a VTNR?
No,
that thing collapsed, didn't it?
Yeah, it collapsed. At one point, it was selling around 40,000 US. Now it's
only
down.
dealers are fucking trading that at that price. Like
right
idiots.
now it's selling for about 20.
Yeah, 20, 23.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I kind of saved myself in losing that deal on that Sermon.
Let's be honest. I said that from very beginning. The watch was interesting when it came out. It got attention. There is always people who want to be the first to own it.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, colors are not attractive. The left hand is awkward. If you're actually not left-handed, makes no sense. And people cooled off. That competes.
Has the price fallen, Bear?
Oh yeah, from 40 to 20.
It's like 23.
Oh, it's selling for 20 now.
Dealer will pay you about 19.5, 20 to buy it,
17,
and they'll try
18.
to sell it for 22.
Yeah, correct.
Far out.
So its problem is that it competes with Pepsi, and like it or not, Pepsi is timeless.
Staying power.
And iconic, and it's forever. So guys, don't make that mistake. Don't settle for Batman, Batgirl, Sprite. Go for the top. Go for the best.
A 41 millimeter sub is like rock solid. Pepsi is rock solid.
The subs are
under retail.
Subs are very cheap right now.
Under retail.
Yeah, but I think they'll bounce back.
Subs are under retail? Sorry, say that again. No. What sub is under retail? Sorry, say that again.
8 sub is under retail.
The 41?
If you're selling it to a dealer, they'll pay you under retail, but they'll be selling it slightly over retail.
The 41?
Regardless. Sub is a sub.
Even no date, it's flooded, man.
Too many subs.
It's flooded.
Yeah, it's a date just with a special case, man. What else is it? Nothing special.
A sub is a sub is a sub. There are a lot of them.
A lot of people want a sub there. I don't believe that, Bear.
A lot of people want sub, but there is a lot of them.
There's a lot.
So actually, a lot of dealers right now don't want to pick up the subs because they have too many in the stock. So they'll tell you, if I am going to pick up your sub, I'm going to pay you really low.
The
Straightforward.
last I heard it was 8,000 US.
Depends which one. No date. I don't know which one you're
No
talking
date.
about, but they are not they have too many in stock, so that's driving price down. If you want to sell it yourself, go for it. That's something that you should try to do. You'll probably get more, obviously, but
That's
there's a
praying
lot.
though.
You don't think over like if somebody held out over time that the sub's going to bounce back a little bit, just because it's a sub, and I guess there's more, but the demand is up more, and they're going to reach an equilibrium, and
That's what
you
they
know
tell
the
you,
sub.
though.
Well, but the sub has always held its
It's
own.
wishful thinking, man. It's so flooded. You have no idea.
Yeah, I don't.
If you
I don't speak with any real true knowledge. So yeah, take everything with what I say with a grain of salt.
Hey, AD never calling. AD never calling. I think I'll just have a Cermet and a Timex Ironman.
I love Cermet.
Yeah, Bear. That's our good friend Patrick. I want to say special thank you to Patrick Philippe. You honestly, you know what Patrick Philippe did? He stopped me going into bed with Seiko. Did you realize that?
I know. By the way, I want to comment to the people who basically like leave and fuck Rolex and this and that. Listen, when we're talking about Rolex getting soft, try to sell Omega to a dealer, okay? Try to say, hey, listen, I got the Globemaster. Would you like
it
to
was just
pick it
sold.
up? Or I got a Speedy. Would you like to pick it up and see what they're going to tell you? I mean, Rolex, even soft as it is, it's still liquid. It still has a value.
Let me say this to you. I was talking to a dealer yesterday. He was approached, brand new Vacheron Constantin, blue dial, rose gold. You know, the 3-hand Vacheron Constantin overseas.
Yes, the one I have.
The dealer did not want it. He said, I'll do consignment, but I don't want to put money into that.
Correct. I can see that. I can understand that because it fluctuates a lot, and it's dropped significantly in the last couple of months.
Those Vacheron overseas have really dropped, Bear.
Right. So they don't want to take a risk of dropping further. So that's the primary reason why they're going to just do like that, because they don't want to park their money into something. When people see something dropping so fast for a short period of time, they hesitate to buy because they're waiting to bottom. And it's going to sit there until people feel comfortable that now it's bottomed. But what I'm trying to say, don't kid yourself that having another brand is better than having a Rolex. Rolex, AP, and Patek Sport is still the king, and obviously Richard Mille. So there is no question about what rules the market. It's certainly not going to be pieces that watch enthusiasts go, oh. That doesn't work like that. Okay? So when people talk
Can I ask
Rolex,
you something?
Sure.
A 40 mil bluesy, that doesn't sell at retail. They sell over retail, don't they?
The on a secondary market to end customer, it's slightly over retail. From the dealer, it's slightly under retail.
Yeah.
At the moment, bluesy, the black one is actually under retail.
Super chat.
Here we go, Jay Wright, £5. Hey Arch, maybe auction off the signed by you London Watch Show T-shirt for the replacement fund.
That's not a bad idea at all. Not bad idea at all. You should do something like that. You should dedicate the show selling specific signed things from ArchieLuxury. That's a great idea.
I'm going to be painting that box myself, Bear.
No, fuck the box. I'm talking seriously now. You do your shtick with that box, play your games, and be like a kid in a whatever. But this is actually good advice that can bring you some cash. You got some shit like
Thank you.
that you can sign and you can sell, and people would definitely be interested. I know I would.
17 Hong Kong, brand new. I mean, 17 US.
I'll be back in 1 minute, Bear.
On Chrono, what is a 41 millimeter 2022 black?
Don't look at the Chrono. Chrono is a joke.
Okay,
Do
David
Chrono price
SW.
minus 20%.
Chrono will mislead you. David SW is also going to have a prices higher than average because
okay. I'm just wondering. I mean, where do you look for a reference?
Where do I look for the pricing? I look for the pricing from the dealer groups.
Okay.
So today I saw the actual white Daytona. White Daytona sell in Canada for 31,000 Canadian. Figure out, and it was mint condition, full set. Figure out what's the 31,000 Canadian in US.
Like 20, 25.
I don't do
20,
live.
24.
I don't have access to the desktop. You can do it on the desktop. Just put 31,000 Canadian to US dollars.
Here, I'll ask. Alexa, why do people still bother living in Canada?
It's 23,179 US.
There you go. So you can understand where this is going. This was most wanted steel Rolex, steel modern
30,000 for Panda.
Yeah, people were paying 80 grand for it back when it was hyped out.
Yeah, when FTX existed, right?
They never paid 80. I think the peak was 60 US.
I think Timepiece Gentleman was scooping them up for 80 right before remember when they were threatening to discontinue them, and TPG was bought 13 of them at 80. Something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, the Daytona just never really interested me anyway.
Problem with Chrono, by the way, Captain Kirk, is there is a lot of fake postings. There's a lot of bullshit on Chrono going on.
They don't have the stock.
Yeah, more and more the dealers are starting to shun and ignore Chrono because it's being abused. So that's the unfortunate thing, because the whole idea about Chrono 24 is actually good, especially for non-dealer people like us who would want to maybe sell the watch independently, but it's becoming just not respectable, and more people are avoiding it. So that's the problem.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't been looking at prices.
I remember the gentleman spruiking the Gerard Piragot. That I remember that he was trying to hype it up, especially the different type of Laureados. And they were actually successful in hyping it to a point that they were going up in the prices. But now that fucking thing is it melted, so it got nowhere. Though I do love Laureato, so I don't necessarily hate the watch. I just wanted to mention that he was trying to hype it at one point. I'm just responding to Nick Miller, I think. I don't know even who I'm responding to. I'm on my phone. Mikey? Anybody there? Or?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
What's going on? We all got quiet. We have a super chat from Mehdi Remiki. Just got my Hanhart Chrono 417 ES. I'm so happy. And Mehdi, I am happy for you, and I love Hanhart, but Archie's going to shit on you. Just be prepared because he doesn't like that brand. In addition to that brand has been promoted by Red Rodent #1, so he's going to say that's garbage. But I think it's very cool watch, very aesthetically pleasing. It's a nice vintage chronograph look. So congrats, man. Enjoy it. Beautiful watch and a good value. I wanted to comment something I noticed. I was watching Timepiece Gentleman, and you know what's an interesting thing? We tend to complain a lot about thickness of the watch. We're very critical about thickness of the watch, yet you never hear people complaining about Richard Mille being thick, and they're fucking thick. I see it on the
I
wrist.
know.
20
Yeah.
millimeter.
It's
Yeah,
like wearing a
so
loaf of bread on your
yeah,
wrist.
so why do you think that is? There are double standards. Why are people so jumpy criticizing thickness of the watch everywhere else but Richard Mille?
Well, you know what people fail to also consider is the lug to lug distance. You know, a thick watch can wear small if the lug to lug distance is close.
No, I'm talking thickness specifically.
Just actual thickness.
I'm talking Richard Mille watches are so fucking thick. It's irrelevant what's lug to lug. They're standing
Yeah,
up,
no, you're very correct there. They're
and
obscenely thick.
nobody seems to have issue with that.
Well,
So I just want.
they're also weirdly shaped, and they're also just oddball watches. You know, just in every sense of the word. You know,
Mhm.
I mean, they're fucking whacked out.
Mm.
Don't you think? I mean, they're Tourneau, almost all of them. Shape,
Yeah. But that's the
Random.
one. That's the shape everyone wants.
I
They
guess.
have
But I
some
mean,
other
you
shapes, but nobody wants those.
know, yeah, the ones that I've
Who is
seen.
Ken Watches, by the way? What site is this?
It's a dealer in Hong Kong.
Uh huh.
So I was saying for Mike, if you ever go to this guy's place, if you're ever here, you can see all the subs that you want. You're gonna get them at near retail. So
That's a
as I
nice
stated,
1675.
Nice.
yeah, and it is
Looks like in
OG
a very
stuff.
nice condition.
6
Beautiful watch.
million serial.
Beautiful. What is this going for? What's the price?
92. That's like about 1 second. About 11.7 US, 11.7.
Mm-hmm.
So what? How much Canadian? Like 14, 13?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Another super chat.
What do you expect?
This is for a Pepsi.
Yeah, it's an old one though. It's a
An old one.
GMT
Old one.
Master.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay. Yeah.
see it, Cliver.
It's also by Mindy Rimke.
Thank you for your positivity, Bear. Love you. Thank you very much. I'm not necessarily positive. I just love that watch. I actually think they make really cool watches. I like the way they look. I like the way they capture the heritage, the vintage vintage chronograph look. And it's nothing to complain about. Great watch. Do you guys agree or Hanhart?
No,
The
Steinhardt.
Handhearts have caught
No,
my eye.
no, not Steinhardt. Hanhart.
Coin edging, I think, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they've caught my eye.
It's a pretty watch. It's just done nicely, and I love chronograph aesthetics anyway. And to me, vintage chronographs are what's all about. They have that really cool design, cool look. But you'll see Archie's going to be shitting all over it when he comes back.
Thoughts on
But,
this is like what? 31,000 US. 16808. That's a little too much, eh?
It's a
yeah.
lot of money.
Rolex gold nipple dial has two of my favorite things on earth: gold and Rolex.
Nickel. Oh, I see. You tricked me there.
So you got service though.
It's a beautiful piece, no question about it. That's the thing. I mean,
I think
Serial.
you know if we just bypass the maxi case era, I love the older 40 millimeter
5
you know,
digits.
holes or
Yeah.
holes or no holes case. You know, I think those are epic. But as soon as we hit the maxi case, bypass all those until we get to the 41, and then now we're back into like acceptable. Just
What made you
because
laugh, Cliver?
Millie Vanilli's comment,
Let me see what did you say.
7:57 p.m.
Yeah. I hear you. I don't know about the. I don't know about. Oh, by the way, I did not know that they have the panda. Hanhert has a panda now. Thanks for letting me know, Captain Kirk. I bet it looks fantastic.
What do you guys think about the Gringa video from this last weekend? The Stop Calling Watches.
I haven't
seen
been
it.
promoted her shit for a while.
Sorry, what?
I haven't had her channel promoted to me in like ages.
What video? Tell us about it.
Quit calling watches investments, and more or less just talking about how everyone flooding into the market is, you know, treating watches as tradable commodities, looking at watches like without any love of quality, just almost as a stockbroker looks at bonds.
Right. What do I think about it? I haven't watched the video, but
think it's
that's the
stupidity.
message. I'm guilty of it. I have a dual personality on it. Their watches I buy solely for appreciation of the watch, not really thinking a lot about the value and where it's going with the value. And then the watches I buy solely because I believe they're good investment. So I'm guilty of it, and I have to agree and disagree with her.
Well,
agree from the perspective that as a hobbyist, as someone who enjoys watches, you should kind of relax, chill, and actually maybe enjoy the watches. But they are assets 100%, and you cannot deny that any longer. That's been proven. And they're actually solid assets, maybe better than many other aspects of assets. So she's wrong about that. So I don't know. However you want to look at it.
I think we're all stupid to think that it's a quote unquote investment.
Yeah, it's not investment, but to you,
it's like a delusional, sexy catchphrase, man. It's like the hot thing to say.
Yeah, well, I mean, but they are assets. There's
physical, yeah.
Of course, I mean, better asset than, let's say, your car, right?
Also, why does she sit on her stove? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What?
Anyway, the Tanzil actually had an interesting take on it. He basically wanted to call her out and basically said, "You're about as full of crap as anyone on YouTube," because one of the reasons why people look at these same watches is that people on YouTube is basically an echo chamber, and you guys still keep talking about nothing.
Yes, I agree with him. Wow. I agree with Tanzil big time. Actually, Tanzil made that point long time ago, way before Gringa or anyone else. And his point was very simple. And he said, they're basically about, I think he said 12 or something. He actually used the number of the same watches that everyone is looking at and talking about. And that was pretty much the truth. So anyone from YouTube, really, trying now to play this role of I'm not, yeah, it is echo chamber, 100%. So you are hypocrite. You're basically saying one thing but doing the other thing. So that's what I'm telling you. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I have a dual personality on that. At least I'm honest about it.
Yeah, gave up on the investment thing.
Hey Archie, what's Archie doing?
Taking a crap.
Ice cream break. Something.
Timber Trump disagrees with me. Assets are things that can be lived without when food prices go unobtainium. Well, Rolex has been proved to be an asset decade after decade after decade. So I guess we have to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Okay, asset, noun. I'm going kind of Marco on you guys. Sorry.
Marco?
Marco, yeah.
Which Marco? There's a lot of fucking Marco.
Bobby Google.
Oh, Bobby Google. Okay.
All right.
He's our friend,
Now-
Bobby Google. Don't say he's our good friend. Bobby Google's our friend.
No, but he's gonna. Don't jump into fucking the middle of conversations. Sit down, relax, and wait to hear what the fuck we're talking about. Go ahead, Private.
Bear, welcome to my world. All right. Noun. A useful or valuable thing, person, or quality.
Mm-hmm.
Second definition.
Just very quickly. CB, $10. Archie starts late, finishes early, and takes many breaks. Please donate now.
I can't really, yeah.
Oh, fucking yeah, CB. No kidding.
Second definition.
Mm.
Property owned by a person or company regarded as having value and available to meet debts, commitments, or legacies.
Mm-hmm.
Then finally, military equipment such as planes, ships, communications, radar installations employed or targeted in military operations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, according to this, according to the definition, it's certainly the second one.
Yeah.
That it's definitely an asset.
Yep.
Yep. Number 2.
So you liquidate it to pay your taxes or whatever.
Or to keep from getting shot in the face.
Yeah.
Please, guys, don't forget to super chat. Please don't forget to upvote. We need to support ArchieLuxury. He's our pontiff, regardless of all the bullshit that he pulls. Regardless how much he pisses us off. He's the best we got. This is it, guys.
He will bounce. He will bounce back.
Oh, he'll bounce. He keeps bouncing like a fucking big ball. He's a bouncy ball.
Remember your kid? Did you have the balls that you bounced on, like almost like with something to grab onto?
The hippity hop, hippity hop.
Yeah, didn't one of them have horns that you grabbed onto?
One of them was a horse, and one of them just had a ring.
Hey, by the way, how are we doing with the upvotes? I have no access to that. How are we doing with upvotes, Mike?
Super chat.
Yes. America 9634. Super chat for what? The riveting watchdog. Well, we had some watchdog.
We haven't been talking about tutors.
Yeah, well, you know what? It wasn't riveting, but yeah, tutors, exactly.
Okay, I was wondering.
I got it, Clive. I got your joke. It's a good watch joke, actually.
Thank you.
Here we go. America 9634, $2 super chat for what? Riveting watch talk.
We haven't been talking tutors, Archie.
Tutor? Let's go.
And Sirocco sales $2. Liquidate to pay taxes. That ship has sailed.
Yep.
Yeah, just as well I didn't slow pay you.
Johnny English.
There we go, Johnny English.
Hey, you did okay. You did okay. I'm not complaining. Keep it coming.
We need you there. I tell you honestly, it was tough when you weren't here.
Well, I am actually off this week. This is bonus you're getting because Bonnie said go help him.
Yeah.
The World Cup has started, and I'm obsessed with that shit.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck, do you?
I've been up to set this whole
Not really.
Formula One season.
Oh yeah, fuck F1, dude.
Just ended.
Fuck Red Bull.
I'm an Oklahoma atheist. I do not believe in the power of football.
Oh boy. Mm-hmm. I guess I'm lonely here. Mr. Zoso, nice to see you, sir. How are you? I hope
Red Bull cheated their way to 2 championships.
And then he wants a new driver.
America's got a message for you, super chat.
They got Ricardo.
America 9634, $2. We love you, Arch, but if you don't care, how can we? Actually, I've got a guy out giving me a quote on the security system there.
Why do you need security? You got nothing left.
nothing left to steal. Thank you, Jesus. Fair.
Well,
You
no,
know,
I'm
Fair, that
actually,
just
I'm not even being funny. I mean, just
It's one
first
of
get
the
something.
advantages.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
let's get something to have. Then you can get.
but it,
yeah,
but it
I
came
got
out
a
as
lot of
really
valuable
cool.
stuff.
So
I got
I
2
enjoyed
kids
it.
and a wife at home, Bear. 2 kids and a wife.
They'll be fine. Nobody's gonna bother your kids and wife. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I still want to make sure, Bear. You understand?
All right. Hey, I'm not complaining. I'm just
In other
saying.
words,
Yeah.
in other
No,
words, the wife.
those
In other words,
those are assets for sure.
Archie,
words,
Archie,
the
how
wi-
are we doing with the upvotes? I have no access to that. Where are we with the upvotes? How many upvotes
The
we have for
upvotes.
tonight?
We need more upvotes, Bear.
How many do we have?
I got to tell you, Bear. Let me just have a look. I'll tell you exactly how
Please.
many upvotes we've got.
And how
Let's
many
take it
people are watching us?
to a
I'd like
different
to know.
module, Bear.
45.
Just under 200. That's
see, wait
What?
a minute. That make it bounce around like that. See,
45
that's what
upvotes. That's all we got.
make it bounce around again.
Holy shit. That's
See, that's
bad.
what Archie's watches were doing inside of the safe when they were drilling down into it. They're all just
Like this.
Mm.
They get magnetized and accuracy is gone. It's
and
like-
wound, overwound.
Mm.
Yeah, actually, alarm can protect you from home invasion. It absolutely
fat
can.
this shit is. Look at this fat shit. Look at
And you know where I've got my Speedmaster, Bear? You know, don't you?
No, I don't.
Your prison pocket.
It's in the bank safe. In the bank safe.
Oh.
Okay, good, good. Listen, you need to rebuild your habits. It's not bad to do that. I support it, Archie. You see how fucking thick those things are, eh?
Yep.
And
But you're
nobody
right, no one-
complains that they're thick. Like everybody goes like, "Oh, Richard Mille,
22
Okay,
mils.
amazing."
All right, but Bear. That's like everyone. That's when everyone talking about making things about Rolex, and then you say, "Well, shit. What's the dress version of what Rolex again?"
Cellini.
Cellini.
Celine. I said, "Yeah,
Yep.
but you're not talking about you're not referencing Cellini." And they said, and, the response is, "No one references Cellini." And I kind of think the same with Richard Mille.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like the Cellini. You know that? I like Cellini.
So do I. So do I.
Discontinued, no?
The only modern Cellini that is not discontinued is the Moon Phase. All the
I
other
love them.
ones.
They're expensive, Bear.
The problem with Cellini is, let's be honest, very
Soft.
pedestrian, non decorated movements, and you cannot compete with proper dress watches.
JLC and Vacheron.
Yeah,
No way.
if you're going
You
to
might
put
as well go that way.
It's
pedestrian
Rolex stepping
movement.
too far outside of its wheelhouse. Also,
Yeah.
there's a super chat from CB.
Super chat from CB, $5, Arch.
CB, $5. Bear, the RM67 is not thick.
Did
Now,
you get the
Archie, are
one
you going to
before
do
that?
anything?
They all look thick to me, CB, to be honest with you. I'm just, you know what? I'm not shitting on them. I just want to understand why.
I did the
is
one
it
before
so
that,
acceptable?
Mikey.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, Archie, are you going to do anything special, like a extra long one for Thanksgiving, like a marathon?
We reduced the toilet. Actually, you know what, Bear? That could be a good idea. What do you think, Bear?
When is Thanksgiving, by the way?
Thursday.
And what are you suggesting? I didn't hear. What are you suggesting, Cliver?
Maybe a marathon for Thanksgiving because everyone is going to be stuck at home.
That's not bad idea, Archie, if you can.
He's going to be doing like Black Friday or some shit, camping out.
Hey.
More and more people are doing the so-called Black Fridays online. So
Cyber Monday. Yeah.
I know there's still people standing in line in front of fucking Walmarts like crazy. But it's less and less from before.
Here's the thought. I wonder what kind of Black Friday deals. Oh, that's be a good little thing. What kind of Black Friday deals are watch resellers having?
$500 off.
What?
Yeah,
Here we go.
None.
CB CB, $5. Archie, pull up the RM67.
Okay.
I'll pull it up now. Holy shit. Actually, you know that watch? I actually think I may have held one of those. Oh, let me go and get my disc. There we go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is my still showing? There you go. There you go. I'll just be 1 minute, guys. I'll go and get my disc. Oh, shit. Why isn't it coming up? There we go.
Amateur hour. Total fucking amateur hour.
What is?
This show.
Hey, what are you talking about? We got ooze, $5. Arch, if the burglars were also smokers, they have a high probability of getting mesothelioma, and they should be dead.
Mesothelioma. God, holy shit. Stayed high.
Well, not to mention you've been in that room for 10 years, so they might also be receiving mesohornioma.
Archie, you know what you need to say when you cannot read it properly.
Oxley stayed high. There you go.
Okay, so let's take a look at this. Is it too thick? Probably not. I can see the good picture of it is 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right. If that's the one, I guess it is the one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that one is not too thick. I agree with CB. Good point. I know nothing about Richard Mills. I never even had opportunity to hold one for real in my life. I never seen one in my real life. I've seen them on the pictures and the videos. No one I deal with or associate with has one. So I don't know. I can't comment properly on them.
I've only seen them on wrists of rappers with gold teeth.
F1 drivers.
There you go. That's a good one, Mike. I like that.
Seriously.
Leclerc has one.
They say that their mechanics, their build, their technology is so superior and amazing, and I don't doubt that. I am not shitting on them. I don't want to shit on something I don't know, but I only commented that most.
Bert, you need to excuse yourself. That's like the 4th time in a row you're talking about shitting on something. Do you need to go somewhere?
No, it's okay.
All right.
So it's Archie's role. Archie has to go.
When Chinese can copy the same exact watch and sell it for like $39.95.
Yeah, but they can't copy the movement. They just copy.
They copied everything. They copied the movement.
You'd be
everything.
surprised, man.
They copied every last little
Kong,
micro detail, and they're selling it for $40. If they can do that, then there's nothing that special about Richard Mille.
Is Big Boy with us still or no?
No idea.
Shitter. I
see. Well, the super chat is from Ooze, $2. Asbestos exposure plus smoking equal mesothelioma.
Yep.
Nick Miller says Chinese make the RMs for like $10K at Rolex quality in the next 10 years. Take market. Huh. I don't know. I mean,
well, you see, I don't know. You know my story about that, right? I got a Kickstarter watch. I know. But Aramar. So Aramar actually were Dutch company, but they interfaced a lot with Seagull, and so they would have their people on the ground in the Seagull factory when the watches were being made. So, and what they did is Seagull basically, Venus approached the Chinese government and said, we've got the Venus 175 movement. We know you guys been eyeing it. Instead of stealing the design, ripping us off, and making a half-ass copy, we need to finance another watch. So we'll sell you the rights to the 175. You can
Talking about Seagull, I like in Venus movement. I think that I have that chrono Seagull 1969.
1963.
No, okay, 1963. For some reason, 69 was in my head.
Well, 69 is in all of our heads until we reach a certain age, but that's an entire.
There we go. I think it's amazing watch for
the money.
$300, man. Like, honest to God, The movement is actually beautiful. It engages properly. Watch is just beautiful.
Vertical calming.
I don't think there's anything comparable. If someone knows mechanical chronograph for $300 to $400, that's as gorgeous as this one, I'd love to know, because I love buying shitters that cheap and admiring them for their beauty. That to me is so cool. Huh?
The thing is about the Airmar Long Beach, and the only thing I didn't like is that the dial, they didn't put, they were kind of lazy with the dial. It's just a generic, they didn't copy anything, but they didn't put a lot of thought into it. However, I took that watch to a couple old-time watchsmiths who actually worked on the Venus 175, know those movements well. And they basically looked them over, so they said, well, the fit and the finishing is not quite up to Swiss quality, but it's close.
See?
They were even saying, a couple were even, one of them was even saying, I wonder if I could contact them and get parts of them so I can continue to keep up my clients that still have the Venus 175, because the parts are getting really hard to find. And I think the parts in those would work just fine. But it strikes me that, if the Chinese, it's just like, God, if someone just got up there and said, okay, guys, look, just put a little bit more effort into it. You're going to get an extra bowl of rice and ramen. Okay? Huh? Just spend just a little bit more time.
Better finish. And there you go. No, it's a beautiful watch, honestly. Beautiful watch.
This shitter, Bear. That's a seagull.
I think it's beautiful, honestly. I love it. Super chat from Mehdi Ramiki. $2. Thank you, Mehdi, very much. Breitling Avia B0920 or the new Omega Speedmaster. I'm not sure which one is this Breitling. I'm not a fan of Omega Speedmaster. So can someone... Are you able to pull up this
one
Breitling?
Well, we can't really share it because, can you share it?
I think that...
What is Breitling what?
Breitling... Sorry. My apologies. Breitling AVIAB. So AVIAB 0920.
Yeah. And I'm looking at the site and comments. The Swinging Kangaroo, I swear we'll get to here in a second. That's maybe quicker once Big Boy gets done with whatever he's doing. But when people are saying, looking at the movement, saying, well, actually, it's a interesting looking movement. It's a nice looking movement. And it is. Actually, when I got my Long Beach, I was releasing pictures of the back of it and just saying, people, hey, guys, I just got this in. Care to ask what it is? Post on Facebook, and people are like, well, Jesus, is that an FP Journe? Is it this? Is it a Breitling? Is it a Rolex? Well, no, wait, Rolex doesn't do exhibition cases. But until you flipped it around and said, yep, it's a seagull, it kind of blew people's minds. Especially with Rolex is Rolex, because they've put all this money into getting mass-produced watches, very, very high consistent quality. Unparalleled. And they make 1 million watches a year, and they're all damn good watches. That's really, really hard trick to pull off every year. But if you're not Rolex, the big trick is skills. Human beings acquiring skills and paying those human beings a living wage to spend all day hunched over, looking through a thick, running their eyesight, running their hands, running their spines, probably.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. That's the new
20.
That's the re-edition. Yeah. Listen, that. This over speedy all day long. Every day.
What are you doing? Bringing up my watch.
It's a beautiful watch, by the way. And I'm.
It's not the Type 20, but it is beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. I think
the
Breitling.
I'd say if it's not Type 20.
Mehdi, you're a man of the exceptional taste. That's all I'm going to say, sir. You will not be happy with the Omega Speedmaster, which is very pedestrian, pleb-like. It's for the people who just don't have ideas and they don't appreciate the beauty.
Let me grab a few of these super chats.
Here,
Maybe
let's make it real tough. What do you like? The Breitling? Do you like that Breitling? Or do you like our Breitling, the 806 1959 re-edition?
I think they're both cool. They're both
I love
cool.
them both equally. I'm
exactly.
not going to actually favor one or the other, but that's the lineup of those watches.
Let me get this here, Bear.
Hey, don't interrupt us. We're talking watches. Relax, man. Calm down.
Sorry.
You just fucking go somewhere, come back, and you take over the show. Is this like your show or something? Relax.
Sorry.
Yeah, I like them both, but I will favor ours a little bit better because it's the tribute to the first one. Okay, so it's more iconic.
You just pulled an adults are talking on Archie.
Yes. Go ahead, Archie. Go ahead.
No, he shot him down there.
No, that's fine. No, Ron the Strength is his standpoint is saying, yeah, but he's saying he would take the chronomat on the bullet bracelet over either these two, and it's just like
no.
I like the chronomat. And I like the bullet bracelet. I actually had the vintage version of it.
Let me just grab the super chat. CB $2 Bear 1.8 millimeter thick is not bad. He's talking about the RM.
Okay,
and we've got a good friend Meadle RM LKI Breitling Avi AB 0920 or the new Speedmaster. I got to tell you, go Speedmaster.
No.
Don't.
No.
50% off on Kangaroo.
$10. Hello, watch people. Marathon stream on Thanksgiving. Cool. I'll be watching Brazil through Samba all the way. Let's go, Brazil. So what do you think about next year release or what you wanted to see in 2023?
I'd like to see, first I want to tell you, fuck you and Brazil. Okay, that's comment on that. And then I'm going to say what I would like to see in 2023. I would like to see new Speedmaster, new Speedmaster would really make me happy.
How about a Coke GMT 40s?
I would like to see new improved carpet beetles.
No, did I say Speedmaster? Fucking brainwash. New Daytona. My apologies. New Daytona. What the fuck? Like Archie just fucking affected me. See, in the most negative way.
Yep.
GMT
Filthy
Master.
Johnson.
Now, also another super chat.
Archie, keep going, man. Super chats.
He stepped away.
Oh fuck me!
So you don't think the Coke GMT will sell if they put it out?
Oh, if anything's gonna sell, of course, man. Coke GMT would be fantastic.
It's 40 years since the Fat Lady.
But I would really like to see new Daytona because I think it's time, it's due, and I would like to see precious metal Daytonas with ceramic bezel. That's what I would like to see. Now, Silky Johnson says,
doesn't the Oyster Flex have one? Oyster Flex Daytona has one, no?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it looks fantastic. Hey, guys, happy Thanksgiving. With the shape of things, I've been thinking about consolidating my own collection. I'm tempted to roll into Fike off Patek Philippe. Archie would appreciate that. Eventually, he'll probably see it. CB $10. Archie, is the alarm vendor giving you a big discount for coming during your business hours? Oh, CB, you are so fucking right. I can read your mind.
So
and I'm sure you can read our mind.
Swap the bracelet. Boom.
No.
That would work, right? That would fit, right? Swap the gold bracelet into the
No. It would
Oyster Flex?
No.
Daytona? Yeah.
No.
Ron the Strength has been basically saying that he's really impressed with with Breitling's whole lineup lately. And I think Breitling is like Tudor. I think you may not agree with all the choices, but I think they've upped their game.
Actually, Cliver, I am actually frankly loving Breitling more than Tudor. I really am. The new Breitling is just, there's something really cool about them. I am eyeing a couple of them now to purchase, and they are just The build is amazing. The movements are beautiful. The quality is there. They're not too thick. The new Navi timers are gorgeous. The colors are cool. They're not too big. Everything looks so fucking awesome lately. And then, you know, there's also some traditional Breitling that still has this
Yeah.
machismo watches. You know, you can still get those. They're the new Super Ocean are very affordable, very cool watches. The people who love the traditional Breitling, they will enjoy the bullet bracelets and the Chronomasters. Yeah, they're doing a good job. They're actually the price points are a little bit higher than I would like.
Yeah. And especially especially since the discounts are getting shallower and shallower, it's just
Yes. Yes, and that's becoming a little bit problematic. But you know what, Cliver? Eventually, that might pay off for the brand. It might become
now,
less soft.
have you seen the Breitling? Was it triple date with the salmon dial?
Yes.
Love that. I don't know I don't know if I would pay 18,000 for it, but I do really like it.
Yeah, so do I. So do I. And the price, like I said, price point is what is problematic, but everything else is quite impressive. However, they have improved everything. All like Breitling 10 years ago, and now two different stories, guys. Two
Thoughts
different
on the
stories.
shitter. Thoughts on the shitter.
Sorry?
Thoughts on the shitter on the screen.
Oh,
Baltic?
hang on, let me take a look.
Baltic. Send me a reminder.
Oh, Baltic is pretty. It's a very pretty shitter.
Yeah.
They have some really interesting watches. I think they're pretty. Aren't they pretty? I think they're very pretty.
Super chat.
Sorry. Super chat from CB. Thank you, CB, for keeping us alive and for understanding Archie's weaknesses and not taking it in the wrong way. Archie is suffering of post-traumatic laziness and bad planning syndrome. So please send money now, guys. You heard it.
Let's go bash on something. Let's see. I know Bear will bash on this. Let's see.
Let me see. I do like shitters. I don't bash on shitters. Just so you know, I bash on Seiko. I just think Seiko. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh shit, that's ugly. Oof, that's rough. Oh, Steinhardt. Oh, Steinhardt.
Now Steinhardt looked like they did a homage to the 1016. I'm thinking, I was looking at saying, ooh, I'm really digging this. And I saw Steinhardt in the dial. It's just like, oh shit.
Ron
the Shrink is finished at 20-ounce ribeye. Damn.
What is this supposed to be, guys? What are they homage this watch? I've never seen this design. What's this homage to?
I think it's an homage. They're trying to break away from the homage, apparently.
So they're trying to do something original.
Oh, these are straight.
I do like that. I do like that with the digital. The hour is both digital and.
Okay, well, respect if they are trying to do something original. Okay, I apologize. I did not know. They have the reputation of basically bluntly copying designs of Rolex, and that's why I commented what I commented. But I never seen this one before. Okay, we all know what this is, right? That's so obvious.
See what they got. See what they do not have. No. See what pilot watches they got. Ooh. These are all like IWC knockoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Search for Steinhardt OLKO edition. I'm tempted to buy one. GMT like a 1655. That might be the Steinhardt I'm thinking of. Steinhardt OLKO. Since we're already at the Steinhardt website.
Yeah. I have a Steinhardt.
I do not.
I have the one that's a copy of the vintage Bakelite Pepsi.
Super chat by Silky Johnson.
Hey, Silky, how you doing, man? Thank you for super chat, brother. With things basically at retail, do you think ADs are going to be a little more lax about selling watches? That's what's stopping me from trading up. Probably, I can see that coming. It's not now. It's not taking place yet. It takes some time, right, for people to start losing interest and turning down watches, because at the moment everything is allocated and being sold. So the moment people actually start saying no, thank you, and the watches start finding their way to the cases, you will see that happen. And we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
There's some steel date just that's in the cases already, like
Yeah,
Wimbledon 41s.
Usually those are less popular ones. See the pearl, I mean, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
This one ranch.
Oh, okay. That's that rancher. There you go. Rancher.
Yeah.
There you go.
1655. They also do one that's, what is it? The 1016.
But you have 1016. Why would you want Steinhardt 1016?
I don't have a 1016. That's one of the first Explorer ones.
But you have that. Isn't that the one that Archie said that does less than nothing for him?
No, I don't have a 1016.
So what was the 36 millimeter Explorer you had?
The 14270, the surprise fuck off watch of 2018.
Yes. Okay, got it.
It's the one I got from Charlie Herman.
Yep. Well, what would be difference between that and 1016?
1016 is an older one with more. I love Naked Loom.
Yeah, but those are such a minuscule differences that Steinhardt would not cover.
There's a shitter for bear. Hold on. Here we go. Get ready to vomit. What's Arch doing?
Well, if only if Archie had a dog. Okay. Sorry.
COVID.
Okay. I'll put the link to it on the private chat.
Go find it.
Hey guys, how are you?
How are you, Archie?
Not so good.
Oh, there it is.
Let's see.
Story.
Ooh.
I saw that. I looked at that, and then I looked at the name on the dial. I'm like, shit.
Thing is, they make things that don't. Well, they try to make things that don't exist anymore.
Correct.
I guess. I don't blame them, but yeah. They can say Swiss made, right? Because what, 60% of the materials are quote unquote Swiss. Yeah.
Oh, they're not bad quality. If that's what you're referring to. People that shit on Steinhardt, that their problem is because they don't like homage watches, right? I mean,
Robert Colossus said, yeah, if there's only way to scrub Steinhardt out and have it a sterile dial.
Okay. Yeah, that logo is a little cringe.
A little bit.
It's another good micro brand. Lori?
What's up with a good micro brand? They suck. You know that? That's like a what's wrong with a good petty dreadful stock? They suck. They suck. They're garbage.
The quality of the watch is not bad. I have one. I had two of them. I had an Ocean.
You had four.
And I'll be honest with you, quality of the watch is decent. The moment is ETA, so it's nothing to complain about. Price point is fair. The only problem is that they don't have designer. They basically copy and provide the homage to watches that existed in the past or present. Super chat from Mr. C, $5. Thoughts on Chronoswiss Time Master Galvanic CH8143, silver dial loom, blue markers, and hands on a black rubber, new for $2,389. Archie?
Point.
Garbage.
Well, how about you bring it up? The man paid super chat, and he would mind bringing up the Chronoswiss Time Master Galvanic.
20% savings for a good Rolex, you know.
CH8143. CH-8143, silver dial.
Loom blue markers.
I think I hate it, Bear.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, I'm not wild about it.
It's garbage, Bear.
Please, Mr. C, don't waste your money on this fucking thing.
They would have left that. Let's be honest.
Get a tutor sub.
Well, I'm gonna agree with Ron the Shrink. For that money, just get a Zin, man. That's a fantastic advice. Honestly.
How would I prospects? I think they would have left this fucker in the safe.
What the fuck is this thing? What that looks so fucking horrible. Looks like a Walmart watch. Please, Mr. C, don't. That's it. Ghastly.
Astley.
It's hard. It's nasty. It's vicious. Yes, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Don't buy it. Repugnant. Don't. People have spoken. Pontiff has spoken. Everyone has spoken. Bezos says it's upsetting everyone. Disaster. Holy shit. What a grotesque watch, Discount says.
10 Google shares for that.
NATO says run for the hills. Nauseous. Oh. And Archie's gone again.
Yep.
What is he doing anyway? Why is he so busy? What's going on?
Why are you asking us?
Why was he depressed?
The show. If we're not capable of doing it, that's okay. It's done. It's done. Let's not push it. CB, $10. Working hours 2, networking hours 0.5. Gross weight 260 pounds. Anyone seen lately? Send money now. Send
Thank
money
you.
now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, CB. Archie,
Yes, sir.
let's wrap it up if you're busy, bro.
No, it's okay. Curly, $10. $10 Bear, good to see you back. Thank you, panel. I am actually learning something about watches and not how to run a funeral party. Thanks.
Excellent. Curly, nice to see you as well. I'm just breaking my vacation to have a little bit of a chat with the boys. Enjoying it. Thank you very much. Hey, Ron the Shrink wants to jump on. Wow.
Also, the new
Shrink.
That's a
Ron,
treat.
it's posted at the top. It's posted at the top, Ron.
Rancher.
Jump on, Ronnie.
Posted at the top.
That's 06. Thoughts? Shitter?
And not how to run a funeral party.
So what's going on, Archie? What's the commotion there? What are you doing? What's getting your attention there?
Is it possible to have a woke wake?
A woke wake? What the hell's a woke wake?
It's a wake that's woke.
Yeah.
You're open.
You can, yeah, you can.
Okay.
I got to tell you, that Breitling you pulled out there, that's a pretty cool... Ron the Shrink's here. Ron wants to talk to us. Ron, what's happening, Ron?
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Unfortunately, yes.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, Archie, I haven't had a chance to say condolences for your tragedy. I can't believe you haven't jumped out of a window. You're handling it quite well.
Can you give me some mental health tips?
Well, listen, I just got myself a nice little car, and I have my stupid Breitling. And
what car did you
basically
get? What car did you get?
So I got an Audi A5 from 2014. It's nice though. But my point is, I have one nice car right now and one nice watch, and I'm happier than a pig in shit. And I would trade my shit for yours. I would take your Beamer and your Explorer 2 with what I have, and I'm happier than a pig in shit. So it's all a matter of perspective, man. But it
just
sucks.
hang on one tick. I've got to say goodbye to someone. I'll be back.
Yeah,
I'll be back. Run. Hold.
God damn! Again? Really?
What do you mean?
We're the idiots here, man. I mean, we're the enablers.
What Breitling are you referring to, Ronnie?
I have the new, the one I got from Bondage, the Super Ocean 42 with the tuxedo, the pseudo tuxedo.
Oh, dude, that's not shit watch. It's a beautiful watch.
No, it's gorgeous. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But my point is, it's a matter of perspective. He's,
Yes. I agree. I see your point. By the way, on rubber, on bracelet, what is it on?
On bracelet, I like the shiny. If I was gonna have one nice watch for a little while, and that's basically what I have right now. It's
what I love about that watch, bracelet, and the new one, because actual new Breitling Super Ocean looks like a proper luxury watch. The previous version of Breitling Super Ocean is much more tool-like watch. It's a tool watch. This one is actually you looking at that watch and you say, hey, that's a luxury timepiece.
100%.
I love them. I think they're beautiful. Tuxedo dial, gorgeous. What color? Black or blue?
Black and white, man.
Nice.
Hey guys, you have a good one. I'm gonna pardon me for interrupting. You guys have a good one. I'm gonna drift off this late.
Clyde, what the fuck, man?
I don't know.
When Luther starts showing up. No, just kidding.
All right.
All right. Be well, Doc.
All right. Take care, man.
See you, Cliver. Yeah, that's a beautiful watch. No question about it.
Yeah. No, but I mean, gosh, when I heard what happened to Archie, I was like, Jesus. I was genuinely concerned the guy was going to take his
So
life.
was I think overall he did handle everything surprisingly well, which is good. I mean, he's almost back at his normal laziness and normal behavior.
Yes, I mean, the fact that he's doing no work, it's I'm reassured that he's back to normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, now I haven't been following. Now, I know he has more than a watch now. He has his Explorer 2.
Yep.
He was gifted a Speedmaster. What else does he have?
That's it for the watches now. He also has a fantastic offer from Dave, his friend, super collector. You know Dave, right?
Yeah.
And he offered to him a two-tone bluesy, which Archie loves. It's really fucking gift price. I think it's like 3,000 under retail.
Wow.
So he is going to pick that up for sure. You would be crazy not to. And that's it for now. I think I tried to convince him, to be honest with you, to sell everything and start completely from scratch and to take a new approach on watches, to actually buy what he really, really wants rather than if you kind of follow Archie from the past, you would notice that he always settles. So he
Yes.
would buy the watches that kind of are less hype on the market, easier to get, better value. So if it's like I'm just using this as an example, he would get the white tile Explorer when it was not popular and so on.
Right.
We all know he wants Pepsi really bad. And I said to him, like, why don't you just sell that Speedy and that Explorer 2 and get yourself a Pepsi? Start picking up the pieces. Instead of having 5, 10, 15 pieces, have 2 or 3 that are actually exactly what you want.
100%.
And
although I will say a two-tone bluesy is comparable. I know it's not comparable price-wise, but in terms of just experiencing an expensive Rolex and having something incredible on your wrist, a two-tone bluesy in my mind is comparable to a Pepsi. I'd rather have the Pepsi, but I would not poo-poo I mean, I would surgically attach either one of those to my wrist and just wear it for the rest of my life.
Sure, and
yeah.
I don't think he should be thinking ahead, and he shouldn't be. And you know what, Alfredo actually makes a good point. I need to correct myself. Okay, Speedy was actually a gift, and it was the gift in combination with his dealer friends from Brisbane and Melbourne and Dave. So they got together, pulled the money together, and gifted him a Speedmaster, the new one, the plastic, the hazelite on the bracelet, and he loves it. And okay, fair enough. That would be a bad form to sell. Agree.
Yeah, keep that. Keep that. Have a two-tone bluesy, and leave it alone for a little while, and then maybe the next thing you get some insane, complicated Patek, or honestly, where I think a tremendous value is complicated JLC. He won't do that, but
Yeah,
gosh,
you know
what is the
what?
JLC with that super fast chronograph? Now, the name is escaping me now. The Duometra.
Correct.
That's a
Yes.
fucking incredible. That
Yeah.
now that is
That's
a
the
fucking
one that
incredible.
Tim Master had, I think, and that's
Yes, he did.
dude, this is
Yeah.
superb horology, you know. So
A work of art, and you can get
I
it
would
for
just say,
like the price of a less than a Panda. You have something that's a legitimate work of art.
but my point is, if he wants Panda, then work toward Panda. You know, you
Yeah.
understand what I mean? So instead of having 5 pieces, have one Pepsi and one Panda. Done, and you're done.
Yep.
I think that would be to begin uh, mobile, so he would not have these fears of leaving the watches behind him. Number 2, he would actually enjoy exactly what he loves. And I'm just speaking kind of from my mind. I don't know what he really loves. I know what I really love. So I'm not even using as making a recommendation, but sit down and think and say to yourself, what are the watches I always wanted? They're attainable, of course. I'm not talking go crazy for something that costs like $250,000. I'm talking something that's attainable relatively. And instead of having 5 or 10, have 2.
Right. You only have one left wrist anyway. I mean,
yeah,
I completely agree with you. Yeah, and I think I've embraced the same. I will not. My next watch is going to be. I don't think I want to have any more than 3 nice watches for the rest of my life. If I'm a billionaire, I won't want more than 2 or 3. And I think the next watch I'm going to get will be entry level Longa, and then I might, and then years and years from now, I might get some really cool vintage Rolex. I've always loved a vintage like a 1675, something cool like that. But that would be it. Those 3, and I'm done forever.
Right. Super chat from Silky Johnson. Thank you, Silky Johnson. $5 Bear 5164R or 5980 two-tone. I wanted to ask Archie, but he's missing in action. Investment potential and hype is important to me, and so is to me. A nice one and done deal. I would go with 564R myself, but you know what? Archie is a Patek man who knows this stuff better than anyone. So I still think you should wait and see what he has to say. But Silky, you got remarkable pieces. Why the fuck would you be getting rid of your pieces? You have pieces that are grails on their own. So I'm just not understanding the logic behind this. To be very honest with you, you don't have to super chat. You can comment just however you like in a chat. To me, I don't understand your approach. That's all.
Ron the Shrink.
Yes, hello, sir.
Can you give me some mental health advice? I'm not going so well.
Before the mental health, would you mind answering this question to Silky Johnson super chat? It's
sure. Silky Johnson, $5. Bear 5164R. That is a Aquanaut, rose gold, 50 or 5980 two-tone. That's the Patek Philippe Nautilus, blue dial, rose gold, and steel. I wanted to ask Arch, but he's missing in action. Simple. Nautilus. That two-tone is probably the most.
That's what you say.
That two-tone, Bear.
Keep in mind that investment potential and hype is important to him.
No, Bear, I got to tell you, ignoring everything, right?
Okay.
Patek 5980. This is the most beautiful two-tone ever.
And while you're looking for that, I want to read.
It's here. I found it. I've got it here now. There's no mucking around. That's it there now.
I just personally want to read this super chat from CB. This is a wonderful super chat. Archie, thank you for total dedication tonight. I think I spent my money very wisely tonight. Thank you again. To all punters, please send money now. CB, you were the hero tonight. You were the legend tonight. And we all appreciate Archie getting back to normal laziness. We love to see it.
Thank you so much there, CB. Archie, thank you for your total dedication tonight. I think I spent my money very wisely. Thank you again to all punters. Please send money. Now, let me tell you what I just committed to. Can I tell you what I committed to?
He's trolling you so fucking well. You
know what I committed to tonight? There. Can I tell you what I committed to?
Ignores it.
Totally.
Let me tell you. Security, camera, alarm system, back to base response.
Why did you pick this two-tone, by the way? Just is that, in your opinion, proper investment watch, or what would you see?
This is the most beautiful modern steel sports, modern two-tone in the world. Even the blue, you know what number 2 would be? A Blue Z. Number 3 would be the Maserati Daytona.
This is officially, I agree. This is the most
number
beautiful
1
two-tone watch, yes.
This is the most beautiful ever in the world.
But the Aquanaut that I picked is also quite gorgeous.
The 5164R, let me just get that.
Rose gold, right?
5164R. Look, it is beautiful. It's the travel time.
I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah, but look, the Nautilus is just more beautiful. Okay.
Okay.
Not everyone can have first place. Okay, I'm sorry. They're both amazing. They're both amazing.
Also, Silky Johnson, I asked him to explain. You know, Archie, Silky has got remarkable collection, right? You're aware of that.
Yeah.
And I asked him, why would he want to get rid of those amazing pieces? Like, you have a collection that's grail after grail. So he says, frankly, with prices dropping, these aren't my dream pieces. Patek is my first love, and I would die with it on my arm. If my Rolexes and APs went to zero, I'd be crushed. If the Patek Philippe did, it would not matter. Well, first and foremost, nothing's going
Rolex
to
will
zero.
never go to zero.
But I can understand the love for specific brand and for specific watches. These are two gorgeous pieces. So Archie recommends, obviously, the two-tone Nautilus, which is gorgeous.
Bear, let me ask you something. I just want to ask Ron the Shrink whilst you're there, Ron.
Yes.
Mental health help. Give me some advice.
Sure. Well, listen, I think the first thing I'd say is this. Guilt can weigh heavily on somebody's psyche. And I think if you are harboring guilt, in addition to all that you've suffered, in addition to everything you've suffered, if you're harboring guilt because you've taken the wrench away from a good supporter and friend, then by relieving this, you will improve your mental health. That's step one. So I would give me back my wrench. You'll still feel. Number two is
put a comment and I'll do it.
All right, I'll do that later. I won't be. I'm not able to comment right now because I'm on my phone. I can see you now. I can see you now. Okay, you know what, Ronnie? For the God
free.
bless you.
I'll tell you this now. Just don't be a dick this time, okay?
I won't. I'll behave myself. Now, listen. Here's the thing. I don't think you're actually doing badly mental health wise. I will disagree with you just based on my observations of how you're doing. I don't think you're doing poorly. I think you're actually handling this quite well, and you should give yourself a little bit more credit.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Ron, the only thing that keeps me going is the thought of revenge, Ron.
Well, listen, you didn't kill yourself. You're not drinking yourself into oblivion. You're not beating your wife.
I need to be sharp.
You're still showing up for work.
How do people buy you a drink, Arch? How do they send a...
Yeah.
Hey, we do that through Dan Murphy's. Go to Dan Murphy's and you can buy a drink. Dan Murphy's. You can pick anything you want.
Which Dan Murphy's?
Email me at ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. I'll give you my cell number and they will let me know when an item is ready. Middle Park store. Middle Park. What else would you say, Ron, mental health wise? What should you do? This is like, what's this equivalent? This is like an absolute tragedy. You've lost something you've really loved. Is this PTSD? What is it? What is it, Ron?
No, it's not PTSD. It's not mental illness. It's something bad happened to you, and it's Jesus. Hold on a second. Fucking phones. Hold on.
It's okay.
What kind of camera system are you going with, Arch? Is this going to be monitored or is this not monitored?
Monitored with alarm.
So when it's set, it's going to notify you first, or it just notifies we have ADT is a big one in the US. I don't know.
Actually, it is ADT. That's who I've gone with.
Okay.
Is that okay?
All right. Sorry about that. Well, listen, here's what I would say. Listen, you don't want to pathologize normal human emotions. How are you supposed to feel after this happening? I mean, what are you supposed to be happy? I mean,
well, that's what Curly said. Curly said I should be throwing cartwheels.
All right. Well, Curly's a gigantic bowl of talking spaghetti with an IQ of about 85. I wouldn't take much. I'm just kidding, Curly. You're a beautiful man. I love you. Listen, you're doing well, man. I mean, how after you lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, you showed up to work like the next day, right? I think you're actually doing well. Really?
We should get O'Sheen on. O'Sheen?
I didn't know Curly was here. Hey, Curly.
Yeah. Hi,
A lot of
how are you?
men with grapes in their hands who like other beautiful men, young, beautiful bodies, you know, these men with their little shapely asses, and they wanted other men. And of course, if you're going to go in the back door, you don't want a big monster.
That's good advice.
It has nothing to do with.
So Ron, what would
moving
you
in the closet.
advise then, Ron?
Well, what advice do you need? You're doing it well. You're doing a good job. I mean, this is supposed to suck. It's a tremendous loss. It's supposed to hurt.
Would you
And
consider super chats the best cure for this problem?
Yes. Absolutely.
I think so too. The super chats cure everything. I can see Archie smiles when the super chats come through.
Well, Arch, let me ask you this: like, why do you think you're not doing well? Because you're upset that something bad happened? That's not mental illness.
A little. He ran out of ice cream. The long nature walk was very nice.
Oh, you like that video?
I did like that video. Yes, I did actually.
I got more of those.
I liked it too. I thought it was great. That's why I think you're doing just fine, man.
I like that you're still alert when those wallabies ran across the path. You're like, what the fuck were those? What is that?
I thought that might be burglars. I thought that might be burglars with my watches.
Was something.
So that might be.
You noticed it quicker than I did. Yeah.
So
it's good that you're
Ron,
not.
When
You're
does
not
the
just.
pain stop, Ron?
Well, it gets a little less painful every day. I mean, aren't you in less pain now than you were the first day it happened and the second day it happened? I mean, it slowly gets better with time, and it's just a matter of having perspective. But nothing about how you're reacting to this is mentally ill. You're not my patient. But as far as I can tell, just watching you on a semi-regular basis, you're handling this well, honestly.
But you get over the old girl when you get a new girl, right? So when you get that bluesy in, Arch, you will actually complete the trifecta, the base of your collection that you've been preaching all these years, with a dive watch, a chronograph, and a GMT complication.
Yes.
Let me put a little context in, Ron.
Yes.
It's not how he's handling it emotionally as a person. How is he handling it as a businessman, his brand, and his business? Fuckhead.
Oh, that's spicy.
Well, I mean, put it in context.
Boy, Curly's stirring me up a spicy meatball.
Paul Pluta is the guy walking on the nature walk. ArchieLuxury is the guy that we have here that takes fucking, that basically thinks he's got a no-show job.
Well, but he can't be a clown who's like, hey, waka waka, hey everyone. I mean, it shows about his real life.
KC Aquatics. Thank you, KC.
KC Aquatics, 15 Malaysian ringgit. Did someone say ice cream?
There is Uber Eats, and when Archie doesn't have ice cream, you could also, instead of shipping him liquor, you could ship him ice cream.
Hey, Curly, you shouldn't call me fuckhead, man. That's not very nice.
Okay, I'll call you fucking wrench beggar then.
Oh man, this has gone from bad to worse, Curly. This is not
Give him
nice.
some sound advice. Give him some tough love.
Ronnie, Ronnie, I want to ask you. So I understand. I've gone through a tragedy, right? It's. So what you're saying, it's okay to be a bit down and a bit upset.
It's
right. If you weren't, you'd be fucking nuts.
It's not okay to sit there and wallow in self-pity, but you're actually making actions to like not that going to the
is it okay
pawn shop
to be lazy and just don't give a fuck and just come on and off as you like, and then Bear cannot really yell at you because you went through tragedy? Is that okay?
Maybe for a few days, but you can't just stay there.
When can I start yelling at you again, Archie, for being lazy fuck? Next week?
Archie, let me. I'll say this, Archie. Here's one way you can think about it, and I don't know if this is going to be helpful or not, but if someone were to come to you before the watches were stolen, if they were to say to you, Arch, for all of your watches except for the Explorer 2, I will trade you 10 to 15 years of additional life. Would you make that trade?
Yes.
Of course.
You would?
Yes.
Okay, then just pretend you already made that trade and be extremely determined to get in shape and to lose weight and and extend your life.
We lost you the moment you told us to get into the shape. That requires hard work.
Look, see what your problem with your mouth is, Ron. Let me explain it to you. If you said to me, if someone came up to me and said, right, you can have 10 to 15 years more life and you can eat like a fucking pig until you die. Right? I think we do the swap. Okay? Okay?
That's what I'm talking about. There you go.
Okay, because why else would I want to live 10 to 15
That
more?
sounds like a deal with a Satan himself. Or Devil Satan. Deal with the Devil Satan.
Well, do you like steak and bacon and eggs and cheese? Do you like those things?
Yeah, and I think the next thing in the list is pussy.
Sure. Absolutely.
Can I repeat some wise words, Archie, that struck my head?
Oh boy, here we go.
You have a brand that's more valuable than what the thieves stole from you.
Yes.
Archie, can you do any cartwheels, please?
That was it. That's
Shirley
it.
would like you to do
Those are
some
smart words.
cartwheels.
Those are the smart words that this old Serbian guy said.
You know what? You know what? I like Curly. You know why I like? You know what?
You have a brand they can't steal from you. It's the most valuable thing you have.
Very true. Very true.
You know what I like about Curly? It's good to have a guy like Curly around because he's like a fountain of really bad generic advice. And it's good to have a guy like him around because you can kind of.
I just repeated a quote. You know,
hold on. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
So
excuse me.
What do I care if you're speaking?
I'm speaking. Excuse me.
You got an avatar, the smartest dog on earth, but you don't reflect that.
Excuse me. It's nice to have someone like Curly around because if you ever want to think like, what would be the shittiest, most generic, dumb advice I can have in a situation, and you can't generate it yourself, you can rely on Curly to have it for you. And you go, that's what it would be.
Hang on. Curly does raise a good point. Curly does raise a good point, and seriously,
the only point he raises is a fork.
No, he says the most valuable
they can't all be
thing
winners,
is
guys.
The brand name. It is the brand name. That's okay. I think Curly's got a point there. That Curly, I disagree with Ron. Okay, on this one point. Okay.
It wasn't my point. I'm just repeating something that struck me.
Okay, so
I don't even disagree with Curly. I'm just trying to entertain people.
Is Ron turning into narc? I'm just curious. Is Ron turning into narc?
Not even close.
I like narc. I tried to get him to go with Aussie advice guy, but that did not hold. But yeah, Narc and I did not see eye to eye initially, but now I like Narc. Yeah, Narc and I think are allies.
Interesting.
Why don't you come on a dungeon and we'll find out?
I tell you what, guys, I got to
because I'm a fancy celebrity, Curly. Because I'm a fancy celebrity, and I only go on the A-list show. I don't go on the B-list dungeon show. I'm too fancy and too important.
Maybe we'll give you a rent if you come on. How's that?
All right, fair enough.
Look, I got to tell you something, guys. Seriously, you don't know something really? I think he does raise some good points. I will say this, Curly, you're a good friend of mine, right? I tell you honestly, you've always been a good friend. You've been loyal to me like there's no tomorrow, right? And I got to tell you,
I'm an avatar, Archie. I'm an avatar.
Sorry. Yeah, I got to tell you something. You are right, okay? You're right. This brand is bigger than some lousy, well, actually my watch collection, I don't know if I'd say lousy watches, but you're right there. And I think the thing is, what you got to remember is, guys, is that this was a lifetime achievement awards. I've lost them all, right? It's like the celebrity who's lost his gong, his Emmy, or his Grammy, or whatever it is he had there, right? So,
yep.
I think he was cleaning his stuff and he exited himself, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't have proof of this, but I think Curly somehow is responsible for what just happened.
Curly's doing it.
Yeah, Curly fucked up.
So you were saying you feel like a fighter that's lost his title and now he's got to adjust things, and come back.
You remember in Rocky where he lost the cars and the trophies and the car got repossessed and the apartment. Remember that in Rocky?
So Rocky, those movies, they're being redone as the Creed series, right? So there's like Creed 1, Creed 2. I haven't watched them. But the next one, I think it's Creed 3. Sylvester Stallone's cut in it. So now he's like, I'm not even going to watch it. Like he's protesting it.
Mm-hmm.
You're
joking. He's cut. Why's he cut?
They don't have him in the storyline. He's not.
They're replacing him with a man in a dress.
Yeah. Super chat from Silky Johnson.
Silky Johnson, my good friend Silky Johnson. Silky Johnson, Ron has a point. Arch, the thought of getting revenge should help push you forward. You fucked them up. I can't think of anything more epic. Give Curly a break. He writes sympathy cards for Hallmark part-time. And we got Pavel.
Actually, I've just been breaking. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Super chat from
$10. A story of loss and redemption.
Thank you, Smokey. Thank you, Pavel.
So I've just been breaking. I've been breaking Curly's balls. I actually like Curly. And here's the one serious thing I'll say here. Your legacy was not the stupid watch collection. Your legacy is this channel you've created.
I agree.
And what will outlive you, and what will be fascinating, maybe for generations of people after you're dead, even is this odd community and channel you've created.
100%.
And this is going to be your content and the entertainment you've created is now permanently on the internet forever. So this is your legacy. The watches come and go. What you've created here, this is your legacy.
Well said, Ron. Well said.
Our children's children will be hanging.
You know what else is your legacy?
What's that?
All the Archieverse channels that have springboarded off of you too.
And Curly's legacy is a lot of broken chairs.
Ron, you got to come to the dungeon.
I got to tell you, Ron,
I do like Curly. I'm just breaking your balls. You're an easy target. Listen, my old man's from Chicago, listen.
Ron, don't flatter yourself. You're not even tickling my nuts.
Hey, do you know Cicero?
Very well.
Curly?
Very
All right,
well.
my old man grew up in Cicero. He's right around your age. You guys might even know each other. No.
Fancy that. They had the best whorehouses in Cicero. Your dad picked a good place to grow up.
Yeah.
How are we doing with upvotes, Curly? Are we close
don't
to
quite
one?
know how we're going to come back from that. There,
We have 59 upvotes. We got 185 viewers. Please upvote. It's free. It helps.
I got to tell you,
Archie, can you let the man finish his thought, please?
So I was going to say, I really like Ron the Shrink. Ron has honestly been a good friend of mine for years.
Yes.
I'm really pleased to call him a friend. And I love Curly, but I got to tell you, my Ron the Shrink has always been he's a nice guy. I think Ron is a nice man.
Well, I don't know if a nice guy, but you've provided me with countless thousands of hours of entertainment, and you've gotten me through some bad stuff with this. And honestly, even just through this channel, I've met some good friends, and you've built an incredible thing here. Whether you've meant to or not, it's I don't want to get all mushy here, but the stupid community you've built here is pretty incredible, and I've had a tremendous quantity of entertainment through your effort here.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Especially during the pandemic. I mean, for a lot of people, it offered like a sense of community, online, virtually, through WhatsApp and that kind of thing. So it's been a big help to a lot of people. Don't forget that.
It's still a big help to a lot of people. Ask LA Methwich how much it helps him. And many countless others that don't come forward, but will.
I have good and I have bad, okay? Days. And sometimes, it's not always easy, but I got to tell you.
That's what's so likable about you, Archie. You got more
Scotty
good.
Clark's comment is funny as fuck.
You got much more good than you do bad. Much more.
Birmingham, how are you going, man? How's your channel going?
I've been haven't done anything for the last few weeks. I've been having to do a kitchen remodel, which is a pain, which is annoying. And it's changed my my watch collecting strategy for the time being.
By the way, Bear, I'm looking at moving back into the studio soon, Bear.
Good news.
I've actually paid for safe removal, new carpet. I went to I got a third or fourth hand office chair yesterday.
What kind of carpet you going with?
Same carpet, exactly same.
Same color?
Yep.
Hey, Arch, instead of a safe, you should consider a fireproof file cabinet if you want to store important papers.
So, Birmingham, what do you mean you're changing your watch buying strategy? I'm curious about. You started talking, then Archie just decided to talk about the car.
Sorry.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk about cheaper watches.
No, we can talk about it.
I'd like to hear. I love cheaper watches.
Well, it's just countertops in a kitchen cost a lot of money, like as much as a nice watch.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep talking, Birmingham. You're talking my language.
I got misery. I'm talking misery. A roof?
I got roofs to pay for. I can't afford the Rolex and Patek and
yeah.
Talking.
What's on your target watch wise? What are you craving? What are you looking into?
I picked up this one yesterday.
Let me see.
Oh fuck! Wait a minute. Let me big screen you. I like that.
What do we got there?
Quartz. It's quartz though, so don't tell Arch because
Cartier tank.
I don't think he's going to approve. Yeah.
Quartz.
A solo.
Quartz. Who cares? That's
a solo. Yeah. Picked it up yesterday on the Facebook Marketplace. So
wonderful, man! Congratulations. By the way, sticker from Mr. C, the famous Mr. C sticker for $1. Thank you, Mr. C, for your sticker.
Birmingham, pop that up again, please.
5 long years he wore this watch. Up his ass.
For Mr. C's avatar.
Oh. And Ron is asking for the link, please.
Okay, I could do that. How much, Birmingham, if you don't mind me asking?
$1,700. It was used.
Excellent buy. You are not going to lose a penny on that.
Well, I wasn't doing it for like an investment piece.
I'm just saying, just have a peace of mind.
It's a nice dress watch.
It is a little bit dressier than the Santos, and I'd never owned one before, so I saw it come up used on the Facebook Marketplace.
What size wrist you got, Birmingham?
6.5, less than 6 3/4, so not real big. It's a size large.
Looks nice on your wrist, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
My wife thinks it looks a little girly. She says, but maybe she'll get used to it.
That could be her tactics to get that watch.
Yeah. So it might. She is not an automatic watch person. Like she doesn't want to hassle with it at all. So it would be one that she'd be able to wear too.
For sure. I just want to say thank you for having me on, guys. It was really nice. I'm gonna take off now. Archie, thanks for having me on. Things are going well. I'm glad. And talk to all of you very soon, guys.
See you, Bear.
Enjoy the rest of your vacation.
Take care, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. I got to say, Bear, thank you for coming on. It's been an interesting show. Mr. GMT, $5. Birmingham, big congrats, my sexy brother.
Thanks, Mr. GMT.
Oops.
Now, Arch, let me ask you. You might not be able to talk about this. Do we have any leads in terms of the police? And you might not be able to talk about it.
I got to be totally honest with you. I'm not sure it's going the right way.
Patrick says, I can't wait to see the new.
Would you get a private detective to look into things?
I have no fucking clue. I mean, the things are probably in fucking China by now, aren't they?
I still want to know who did it, but
right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the price is, and I don't know, man. And there did seem to be a lot of malice in the and how things went down, like what they did to your little model car. That was not. That seemed malicious to me.
Yes.
Arch, instead of so in the U.S., as far as like pawn shops, like those have kind of started to like get extra scrutiny. Where I don't know if in Australia, if pawn shops have to run serial numbers.
Yeah, no,
on things
they
that
do.
sell.
They do.
So a lot of the stolen stuff we end up seeing being sold on like OfferUp is like one. I don't know if you get. What do you guys have? Like, is Gumtree the same thing as like Offer? So
I've been keeping an eye out. I've been keeping an eye out.
Those fucking things are in China, man. They're in Asia. They have to be. I don't want to be a buzzkill, but of course they are, right?
I don't know. We see some that get,
you're
get
right.
sold locally, but sometimes it'll change hands and change hands again.
Well, you have to report all the serial numbers and stuff to the police, so that's good. They have to have a database they enter that into. Like in America, they call it a leads base. I believe it's what it's called.
Yeah, they use a leads online.
Here we go. The narc, $2. Here we go. $2 from the narc. Mrs. GMT, come and spread it. Say no.
I've had a few big ones.
Guys, we might wrap this show up. I'm just going to run the outro as Mr. GMT.
Hang on a second. Let's talk about I'll set up a dungeon if you don't want to, and then you can.
No, we can. You set it up. Set it up.
Okay, I'll do that now. For what time? What time? Now?
Now.
You got it,
Can't
buddy.
these cheap fikers get their last super chats in too? I think we've provided some good entertainment here.
Just keep going. They always have a few end super chats. I'm going to set it up now, Archie.
Silky Johnson, $2. Get API and trade their services for advertising. I don't know if it's that easy. Did
you get hired? Dog the Bounty Hunter or something?
Yeah.
Does your so when I purchase my piece, if I'm buying something used, I'll usually check it on like the stolen watch registry. I don't know if your police automatically will that pull data from police reports, or do you have to go to them and report them stolen on some of the watch registries? But that might be an extra step that you can do.
That is a very good point there.
So I'll usually pay the $5 or $10 just to see.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Phew, it's tough. It's that was nice to have Ron the Shrink on today. He gave I kind of liked his advice. Like it is upsetting, but what do you do? What?
He's a voice of reason. You'll have some good days and some bad days, but it'll get better over time.
And you're doing well, man. I mean, you're showing up to work. Again, you're not blitzed out on booze. You're not doing heroin. You're not beating your wife. You're not going out with whores.
That's not going to solve anything doing that, is it? That's not going to solve anything, is it?
Of course not. But a lot of people would be doing that, and you're not. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't think there's ever an excuse to do that. Do you?
Well, no. But what I'm trying to say is you haven't gone off the deep end. You're functioning, and you're rebuilding, and you're not completely imploding. So I mean,
it's okay to be really upset. That's
you'd be fucking crazy if you weren't.
Yeah.
You'd be a lunatic if you weren't upset.
No, that's a fair point. That is a very fair point. It's I completely get it.
Now there is a book, and again, I know I actually sent this to you on WhatsApp, but there's a book. It's a short book. It's also a quick. It's like a 4-hour listen on Audible. It's called "Man's Search for Meaning," and it was written by a psychiatrist who survived Auschwitz, and it's about finding meaning in suffering. Incredibly powerful read. One of the reasons why I became a psychiatrist was this book. It's worth a listen or a read, man. It's called "Man's Search for Meaning" by Viktor Frankl. Yeah, it's excellent. Let's give it a listen. It'll put some things in perspective. I think anyone suffering from anything and struggling to find meaning in it should read it. It's very, very powerful.
Very interesting. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this baby up. I want to thank you for coming. We're going over to the dungeon. If you want to come over, come over. And Ron, thank you, Ron. I love you, okay?
Love you too, brother. I'm sorry for what happened to you.
I wish you were my cop looking into this Birmingham. We'd get this case solved very quickly if you would. Okay, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back again. We had a good show. It was good. We had a good show. Good to have Ron on.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, look, guys, just be happy. And I'm just about to end this and jump. I'm going to play the outro for the I'll play the outro for my good friend. What's his
Mr.
name?
GMT.
You know, what's his
Mr.
name?
GMT. Mr. GMT.
Let's run that.
Come and get it! 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 You won't regret it in 2022 at Tip Top Snack Bar!